Oh my god, guys, so it is literally Monday morning. Last time I took you guys with me was Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Should have gotten some content about Sunfest, because London has a annual Sunfest in the summer. So it was just pretty much at Victoria Park. They have a whole lot of vendors, a whole lot of food, fun things, music. There was a lot going on, so I'll try to show you guys some of that. But yeah, that was my weekend. I also felt a bit sick, and now it's Monday, guys, so I'm gonna wrap this video up today. More tips coming. So yeah, guys, I just want to show you guys as much as possible, as much of London as possible before I possibly officially leave for good. Been here for almost 6 years, and this is the only city I've lived in besides Newbury for work in 2023, 2024, which is one of my biggest regrets. I actually really wish I would have pushed to relocate somewhere else, but I think I just became so comfortable here. And you know, I think even since 2 years ago, I was just like, I think even in the last year, I kind of felt like, you know what, this chapter, this London season, this London chapter is over. Like, it needs to come to an end. So yeah, guys, there's a lot of things at play right now. As for London, yeah. Okay, this is literally like a 1-minute walk from my house, and I think it leads back to the park. I'm not sure, but I'll check. I actually don't know where this goes to. Just passed me on a bicycle, so I'm assuming it's gonna head to the park. Very pretty. Got my coffee. Weather is actually perfect, because apparently it's gonna rain this week, but yeah, past few days it's been really hot. So let's see where this leads to. I see a field so far. Seems to be like a little field. But as you can see, it's like there's like no one here, so I actually don't feel 100% safe, even though it probably is safe. But yeah. Okay, it just looks like it's the field, but I'm probably just gonna turn back and go to the actual park. Okay, that didn't actually work out. But it's pretty. It's just like there's like no one inside and it's full of bushes, so I'm actually just gonna head to the actual park. But yeah, guys, as I was saying, with the whole accommodation situation, I put sunscreen all over my body because I thought it was gonna be hot. But guys, yeah, it's been around like 30 degrees, 32. Like, I was at Sunfest on Sunday, and I couldn't do it. I was not coping. It was 32 degrees. Okay, guys, so yeah, so I moved to a place that is not exactly accessible if you don't have a car. Perhaps the bus, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do all that. So I've had to find like a substitute, which is gonna be like walking. So yeah.
Bananas, but oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna take that out. Oh my god. getaways. This is what I hate about like summer. You keep your fruits out and I don't know, they just go brown within like a few days. Yeah, I think it's a good waste.
Okay guys, I know this little vloggy vlog may have been all over the place, but I just want to share a few last minute tips and tricks as it relates to finding your accommodation before heading here, and if you're here already and you know you need like a little bit of accommodation insight. Okay guys, so the first tip would be to start your search early. I was actually recently speaking to a guy that reached out to me from Jamaica. It's coming in, if I'm not mistaken, it's January. This was like 2 months ago, probably a month ago, and I told him like this is 6 months ahead, which I mean it's cool, like you're thinking about accommodation, but you're more than likely not gonna find like accommodation for January or December in June, right? So I would say guys, start your search early, but not that early. So I would say start your search, let's say 2 to 3 months early, right? Especially if you're outside of Canada and you need to get here, you know, whether you're working here or studying, you want to get here early, you want to start your accommodation search early. Peak season is like September, January, so forth. That's when school starts. So obviously demand is going to be really high. So you're going to want to have to start your search as soon as possible. The thing is, consider where you need to actually rent, like where you're going to rent, right? So there are so many different areas in London, obviously, just like in any city. So perhaps like do your research, perhaps ask me like, what is this area like? It's important to be somewhere that is close to your campus, whether you're going to Western Fanshawe. So that could be you're on the main campus, downtown campus, and there is the South London campus. So keep in mind what type of area are you in, right? And what the area is like. You're coming here with your family, there are certain areas that are not going to appeal to you. Whereas if you're coming here as a young single person, let's say you're in your 20s, a certain area will appeal to you. Whereas if you are single and you are a 40-year-old, that could be different, right? But just my 2 cents, guys. Me personally, I love the Byron and Westmount area. It's got that like homey, safe, nice vibe to it, you know what I mean? And maybe for a more mature crowd, but it depends, you know. I mean, it's not like as close to Fanshawe and Weston as other areas, but that's just my 2 cents. Next up guys, I would actually recommend that you browse around the groups and you do your research just to see what the price ranges are. So now, depending on your budget, you know, for instance, the place I'm at now, cool, like I pay like not gonna say, but then a week later I saw a listing and it was listed around the same time I was looking, way better. Okay, way better. Guys, just look around, browse around, compare the prices, look at what is like, you know, reasonable for a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, so forth, and then kind of take it from there. And then also with the rental, let's say they're listing it for 700, like you need to ask them, okay, are utilities included, is Wi-Fi included, so that it's not like, okay, 700 is already a lot and now I have to pay on top of that if it's not included. So really take that into account. As it's just to say, budget accordingly and know what you're gonna spend each month. Don't go and take something for $1,000 if you know that come next month or come the next few months it's gonna be kind of like hard to maintain. Consider the bus route if you're not going to be driving. Having a car, I think having a car is absolutely essential, but if you're not going to have that luxury or necessity, I would call it, just make sure that your place, you know, it's got some good bus routes available, and that's that. I would say get as many videos and photos of your accommodation. All the questions you need to ask. Don't even worry about annoying anyone. Like, photos and videos are a bit deceiving because it's like they took these photos and videos 2 years ago. They're pretty much sending you something that is like that old. So you kind of like don't know the current state of the place. So honestly, also photos, recent videos, a video call. So that was also my downfall in the past. Moving to certain places, they send you photos, they send you videos.
you get there and it's actually dirty, and it's not giving what it gave in the photos and videos. So that actually happened with an Airbnb. They took the best photos, the best videos. We get there and it's like, and then they kind of like don't mention certain things. So I always recommend getting a short-term lease, because I've mentioned it in my other videos. Like, you are stuck in a situation that you don't like, and then your lease says, oh, it says whatever it says. But yeah, guys, honestly, stick to a short-term lease. I know it's going to be like harder to find something afterwards, but I would just recommend a short-term lease. It relates to leases. Just make sure that you understand what is entailed and read the fine print. Know what's going to happen if you want to cancel your lease. Know what you're going to lose out on. Do keep in mind that if you want to move somewhere, they're usually going to ask for first month, last month deposit, whatever, all that stuff. So keep that in mind. I recommend your 3-month leases if you're going to study, 6 months, or let's say you're going to start in September and then first semester is what, 5 months, 6 months, then cool, get a place for that amount of time, you know. Because I mean, later on, like, let's say you get 1 year and then you're gonna realize, yo, this place is not really ideal in certain aspects. Then you're gonna wanna want out, and then you're not gonna really have that option. Now, are you? You want out then at some point, then perhaps you're gonna lose your deposit or something like that, and you know, we don't want that happening. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Yeah, guys, one of my last tips would be to honestly ask around, ask your network, ask people that are already in Canada. If you're not in Canada, ask people in Canada for advice. Join Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups. On that point, if you're coming for studies, reach out to Fanshawe, reach out to Western. They have a department that will assist you with that. Obvious, right? And I mean, if you're coming for work, then perhaps your company, your employer, they will have some details and they could potentially assist you with that. They should be able to assist you. Guys, I just want to give you guys a list or a checklist of things to keep in mind. And these are actually some of the things that I ask before moving into a place, or the things that I think about, right? I would really inquire about roommates. Are the people that you could potentially be staying with, are they decent people? What are they like? What's their lifestyle like? Are they noisy? Are they messy? Try to get some insight if possible. I would also inquire about if you're sharing, right? Inquire whether there's a key for your room, right? And is the accommodation available? Because let's say you are going to be moving to Canada August 25th, and then there's a bit of a miscommunication, or you guys didn't really agree to a date. Really just kind of make sure that you know when the accommodation is available, and maybe have a plan B in place in case the person changes the moving date. Consider Airbnb, or have extra money for Airbnb if that's the case. Inquire about Wi-Fi, inquire about laundry. And also, guys, if you feel like you want to negotiate this rent, it's possible. I negotiated the rent for my current place, and that kind of worked out for me. And also inquire about the method of payment. Is it going to be cash, e-transfer, basic things, right? Guys, read that contract well. Ask if utilities are included or not, and also which utilities. Consider whether the place is furnished, because I've moved to places where the place is not furnished, so you have to get all the furniture for yourself. Really prefer the fully furnished places, but it actually depends. If you are getting a long-term place and you're gonna make it yours, then I don't know, maybe unfurnished works for you. If possible, video call the person that is offering you the accommodation, just to get a feel for their vibe, you know. And then really inquire, if you're gonna be sharing, get them to tell you the truth. How many people are really gonna be staying there? Because sometimes these people will be like, oh no, you're just gonna be sharing with 2 people. And then you get there and it's literally 4 people, and that's not cool. It literally isn't cool. Keep in mind, or ask whether it's possible to view the place before, or to meet the person / owners. Pretty much ask how much is required up front or in advance. Is the accommodation close to things that are important, like the gym, malls, schools? How is the neighborhood? Think about how the neighborhood is. For instance, I have a beautiful park right next to me, but also it is very close to just a bit of a rough area. Think about the bus stops. What are the bus routes? Where is it going? stuff like that. And also, I personally asked, how does the trash situation work? You know, when are they collecting the trash? Is there a big bin that we can go through our trash in? Because it's not fun. But yeah, guys, I am going to link all the groups that I used in my recent search, past searches, quite a few groups that you can consider. So I will be leaving that for you guys. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this little catch up. Alright, guys, if you have any questions, reach out to me. If you enjoyed this, subscribe. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye.